Blessed be everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is just a quick video just to talk about the spiritual aspects of death and dying and grief, and just to give you an update of what I'm experiencing at the moment. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Sandra, and on this channel you'll find topics on all things Wicca and witchcraft. If you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice, then download my free video, How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that I just recently, very recently, lost my life partner. And so last week I didn't do any videos. This week there'll be one video, and that's this one here. Next week there will be the usual 2 videos a week coming up. I just wanted to thank you all for all your condolences and all of your support during this time. It's absolutely wonderful that so many people that I don't know personally are thinking of me, sending me love and light and all of that beautiful energy. So I really greatly appreciate it, and I feel it, and I've really needed it during this time. So I wanted to come on and just do a quick video just to, I guess, give you a little bit of sharing some of my experience, because this is part of the spiritual path. It's part of what we do as Wiccans, witches. It's part of our experience connecting to spirit, to the god, to the goddess, and births, deaths, marriages, all of those rites, in many ways rites of passage, are part of our path and a part of all paths. So I just wanted to thank you for all of your support. I've just got off doing a new moon celebration with the Mystery Witch School Academy, and we had an amazing new moon. We worked with Hecate on our path and what is our path and where our path leads us. Do we get off our path? Do we stay on our path? And we're talking about how the path is something that you never actually get off your path. Even if you feel like you are off your path, you're actually always on your path. The path is the path. And our path leads us very much in the direction that we intended it to go before we came here on planet Earth. Even if we feel that we stray or that we make mistakes, we're always on our path. So this is the path that I'm on at the moment. Having just lost my life partner, I've been experiencing a lot of emotions, so a mixture of things, obviously sadness, anger, those grieving feelings, fear, a lot of fear there, being by myself again, and also a sense too of excitement for a new way forward. So there's a lot of mixed emotions in there that I thought I'd share with you, because you yourself may have experienced this interesting mix whenever you've gone through somebody who's passed on to the other side. And of course, we know that people never go anywhere, that they're always there anyway. It's just that they're not in physical form. I had some interesting experiences that I wanted to share, and I'm sure that you've all had these similar experiences too, that when my partner Ken did pass on, it was actually about 6 hours before his body actually physically died. I had this overwhelming knowing that he was going to leave, and I guess my ego self, the part that wanted to hold on, just felt this overwhelming sense of, you know, don't go, don't leave me. And I felt my inner child actually really coming out with that as well. And I did a ritual with Hecate, and after that I went to bed, and as I was lying there in bed, we have a rain stick, which I don't have in here to show you, but if you don't know what a rain stick is, it's like a cylinder, and it's got some sort of beads or something in there that when you move it, it sounds like the rain. And it's used to attract rain, to bring rain. And he was often playing with it, which is probably why we had so much rain a few weeks ago. And anyway, I was lying there and I was feeling that sense of, you know, don't go, that clinging that we have when we're in that position. And the rain stick went off by itself. it actually moved for nothing would have been moving it. It moved by itself. And so I took that, of course, as a sign that he was there. Then a little bit later, I heard the crows call. So crows generally at night crows symbolize transition and transformation anyway. And when you hear them at night, it's often a more, it's a transition or a transformation that often isn't something that you necessarily want to experience. So I got that experience as well. So it was another sign. And then I also had this amazing inspiration, which I think was coming from him too, which was in a way the path that I'm on to do more work like what I'm doing now with the teaching with Wicca, the shadow work that I'm doing with the course Wheels of Empowerment, and the tapping that I do, and working more on what it is that I'm doing and bringing more of it out there into the world. Just seemed like that was really the path that was being pushed for me, or it was really inspired in that moment, and I felt very excited about that because in some ways I was allowing the relationship to hold me back. I was using it as an excuse not to move more forward, because often we do that when we're in relationships. We get complacent and we rely on that person and a lot, and we forget ourselves. Sometimes we can even lose a bit of ourselves when we're in a relationship with another person. So I felt like in a way he was giving that back to me in that moment. And then of course 6 hours later he physically passed. Leading up to that, I did a lot of mantra while I was in the hospital with him. I did a lot of mantra to Tara, which is my matron goddess, and prayers leading up to the death. And then when I went to the hospital after I'd got the call that he had physically passed, by the time I got there, he'd already out of his body anyway. He was out of his body 6 hours before he actually passed, which is something I was never aware of before, actually. I always thought that you left your body before. I mean, after the body closed down, but he'd actually left it before. So he was out of there. He was getting out of there because he was suffering a lot. And so I felt that his consciousness was, of course, not in the body. So I still felt that I needed to do something for the guff, the body. So I took some sandalwood oil with me and I anointed his body, forehead. I anointed the chest area, the hands and the feet with the sandalwood oil. I sat there doing some more mantra and more talking to his consciousness, now released from the body. And yeah, it's a very interesting experience when you go through the death person with somebody when you are more conscious. It's like the grief and everything's there, and the desire for them to stay, of course, is there. But at the same time, you know that they're not actually going anywhere, and that this mortal coil that we all have, our physical body that we're in, we're all going to drop it at some stage, and we're all going to go and make that transition back to what and who we truly are. So it was a lesson in that as well. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you have any experiences of your own with loved ones that you have been with when they've died, or have done work with them, as in, you know, done mantra or prayer with them as they're going through that process, let me know in the comments field. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Next week there'll be the usual videos. There won't be any Facebook Lives this weekend either, but everything should be on track to start again next week. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from Mystery Witch School. Blessed be.